Alright lads, David here, and today we're cracking the code on motivation. You know, that elusive feeling that sometimes makes you feel like you can conquer the world and other times makes you want to binge watch every season of EastEnders. Yeah, we've all been there, so imagine this. You've been dreaming of becoming the next big thing in the art world since you were a kid, doodling on your mum's best tablecloth. You're finally putting together your portfolio for art school and then bam, motivation does a disappearing act faster than a pint on a Friday night. What gives? Turns out, motivation is a bit like a dodgy Wi-Fi connection. Sometimes it's strong, sometimes it's weak, and sometimes it just completely drops out. But understanding where this drive comes from can help us get a better signal, so to speak. Psychologists reckon there are two main flavours of motivation: intrinsic and extrinsic. Intrinsic motivation is like tucking into a Sunday roast. You do it purely for the joy of it. It's when you find something genuinely interesting, meaningful, or just plain fun. Extrinsic motivation, on the other hand, is more like paying your taxes. You do it for the outcome, whether that's avoiding a fine or getting a refund. Now, here's where it gets interesting. You might think that external rewards like a promotion at work or a shiny new car would be the ultimate motivators, but studies show that focusing too much on the prize can actually backfire. It's like trying to enjoy a football match. By only looking at the scoreboard, you miss all the action. What really fuels long-term motivation is enjoying the process itself. So if you want to make exercise a habit, pick something you actually look forward to, not just something that burns a gazillion calories. Of course, most things in life aren't purely intrinsic or extrinsic. Revising for your driving theory test might be partly driven by the thrill of finally getting behind the wheel, but also the need to pass or the fear of your mates giving you stick. And that's fine, a bit of both can be healthy. But here's the twist. Sometimes too much of a good thing can be bad. If you're already passionate about something, piling on the external rewards can actually dampen your enthusiasm. It's a bit like adding too much gravy to your roast. It overwhelms the flavours and makes the whole thing a soggy mess. On the flip side, if a task is about as exciting as watching paint dry, a bit of extrinsic motivation can be just the ticket. Think of it as a spoonful of sugar to help the medicine go down. So if you dread doing the dishes, promise yourself a cheeky takeaway after, or put on some banging tunes to make it a bit more bearable. So there you have it, a crash course in motivation. It's a tricky bugger, but understanding how it works can help you harness it when you need it most. Remember, it's not just about the destination, it's about enjoying the journey. And if things get a bit tough, don't be afraid to spice things up with a few rewards, or find ways to make the process more enjoyable. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a date with a cuppa and a good book. Cheers! And don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell for more cracking content.